that. Why are they lingering outside the job center? Like, why they like? I don't understand. When I used to go there, and thank God I don't go there anymore. I haven't been there for years. But when I used to go there, I used to just walk in. Like, is it that packed or something that they cannot go in, or are they waiting for it to open? I've never seen this before. But I mean, these people are poor. I mean, probably it's probably so many poor people nowadays that it's packed.
2/3 of all families. But
2/3 of all families claim benefit. What? How? I think that is true though, because there's some child benefit. There's many benefits in this country, man. That might be true that they claim some form of benefit. That might be just happen. These guys know what they're doing. They're gaming the system. They know exactly what they're doing. He knows. Look at that smug look on his face. He knows having more kids is more money. So that's why he's doing it, because you're rewarding him. You're rewarding him. This stupid socialist piece of crap government is rewarding these people for having more kids, so they're gonna have more. Of course. They don't even pay for it. You hear that? Gave up work 10 years ago. So this guy is 39 years old, meaning that he gave up work 10 years ago at 29 years old. What kind of 29-year-old can give up work? How is he able to give up work? Because the stupid government is paying this guy to look after his own kids that he should be paying for. That's the problem. He should be paying for them. But no, he knows that the government gonna pay, so why work? Why work? You don't have to work. You don't have to work, so why would he do it?
Benefits now pay the bills, although Tom won't say how much.
Of course he won't say how much. He's driving a minibus. He's driving a minibus to get his kids. Look at that. You see what's in his hand? A fresh pair of Nikes. Why is he wearing that? Why is he not wearing unbranded clothing? You know, why doesn't his peasant father go and buy him, you know, what's that? The cheap store that you can buy shoes for like 5 or 10. Why is this guy wearing branded clothing when his father don't even work? You see? Because they're giving him way too much. They give out way too much, and people say, oh, it's not, they give too little. BS, they give too little. Otherwise, how come these guys are able to afford Nike shoes? I just bought a pair of Jordans recently. Not even the expensive ones, the cheap ones. But that's the thing, but I paid for it from my own hard work. I didn't pay for it from damn government support. These people should be ashamed of themselves, man. These people are peasants and they should be living like peasants. But in this unjust country, they're elevating the losers and leaving us to be with nothing, man. You know, they're giving everything to these people, to the peasants, the people who should be living in dilapidated housing with rats and with holes in the wall. Yes, if you don't want to work, you should be given the minimum, absolute minimum standard of living. You know, if you don't want to work, because he said he's choosing not to work. He's not sick. He's not disabled. He's choosing not to work because he wants to have kids. What kind of man is that? That's not a man.
Registered disabled.
This is
disabled, yeah.
Medication.
And that means,
you know, that's what needs. Everybody's disabled now when you can get money for it.
There's also carers and disability allowances.
Disability allowance, what a joke, man. They're giving it to people who ain't even disabled. That whole thing needs to be reevaluated as well.
Add it all up and we reckon it's about 70 grand a year from the taxpayer.
You hear that? Over 70 grand a year from the taxpayer it costs. You think that bozo can make 70 grand a year? I don't even think he can make £70 a day. You know, that guy's a complete loser, and he's getting a 70 grand a year lifestyle. Middle class lifestyle.
To keep the family running.
Look, you see that? You see what he has? A treadmill, right? That thing's at least brand new, at least 400, 500. And he's got that, but yet he's talking about, you know, I'm getting the minimum. You're not getting no minimum, man. Like, and why you have a kid on that? Does this retard not know it's dangerous to put kids on that? Kids shouldn't be on that. I don't care if it's off or on. A kid shouldn't be on that, period. 8-bed Victorian pad. You know how much this costs? I'm not no housing expert, but this is at least 1.5 million. At least 1.5 million. Probably maybe even up to 3 million. It could even be 4 million. I don't know, but I'd have to say minimum that can't be any less than 1.5 million.
Paid for.
You hear what it says? 2 cheap TVs. I don't care if it's cheap or expensive. You got 2 TVs and you don't work.
Because I'm arguing. So.
In one room, not in a house. In one room. Look at that. 2 PS4s. Not 1, 2 PS4s. In one room. And a PS3. Look at this, guys.
Oh.
Minion room number 1. Keenan's and Tyler's room. This is what they normally do, just
Look at these lousy kids sitting around playing video games.
play Minecraft and...
You know, they're going to be just like the father, claiming benefit. This is the cycle of poverty, what I was talking about in that video. Toys. So much toys is coming out of the box. Like, you know, look at this, guys. This is how the so-called people living on the bread line are living, guys, in this country. Just have more kids and you're going to get everything handed to you. You want to be rock star. You know, you ain't going to make it as a rock star, man. Like, this is another loser socialism. Oh, we're going to give people money so they pursue their dreams. Most people's dreams are stupid. This dude ain't got the work ethic. He ain't got the drive, and probably he ain't got no talent either to make it as a rock star. You ain't going to make it come from this kind of background where you had everything handed to you. Your parents don't even work.
Self-taught guitarist. I mean, he's acquiring quite
Oh yeah, he's a real guitarist, ain't he?
a collection of guitars.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at all the drums, all the guitars. Paid for by who? By the taxpayer.
6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 guitars in this room. There's
9 guitars in one room. In one room.
only 2 that have actually been purchased new.
He always says only 2 that have been purchased new. So for him having 9 guitars, that ain't nothing special, man. It ain't nothing special. The only 2 is purchased new, so it's not that much. That's basically what he's saying. It's not that much because he doesn't appreciate anything because he doesn't work. When people don't work, they don't appreciate anything. These people feel entitled to the money that they're getting. This guy's never going to return back to work. He's never gonna, and even if he wanted to, he can't. He's inept. He's retarded.
When you're on a tight budget, you got to live with what you can afford.
He say he's on a tight budget. Like, this guy's trolling, and that's what they do. They troll everybody. It's sickening, man. I mean, it's sickening that people can live like this and think it's acceptable. There's no shame in this guy. He's proud of it. Because he's lost his masculinity. And that's what happens when you have a socialist country. You know, people don't work, people don't fight. They lose their masculinity. They lose their masculine drive. You know, they lose their they lose the essence of competition, which is part of your masculinity. Let me know if you want more videos similar to this, and I can make some. It's Unreal Man here, the truth of man is fair. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you aren't already. Make sure to hit that notification bell so you're informed every time I load a new video.